Wyoming lawmakers filed 45 bills related to the state's elections. And if that sounds like a lot, it's because it is. I'm Maggie Mullen, WyoFile's state government and politics reporter, telling you about a story that I reported on this week. So those 45 bills, they account for approximately 8% of all legislation filed this year. So it's a pretty good chunk of the bills that lawmakers have considered. The bills run the gamut. Some would restrict the voter registration process. A couple would repeal certain IDs that are currently acceptable as voter IDs, like Medicare and Medicaid cards and student IDs. Now, some of these bills have already failed, but one that remains in play is arguably the most sweeping of the bunch. That's Speaker of the House Chip Nyman's runoff elections bill. That bill would move up the race for the top 5 offices, so the governor, state auditor, state treasurer, secretary of state, and superintendent of public instruction. It would move the primary up for those from August to May. The idea is that if the top contender in those races gets less than 50% of the vote, the top 2 would then go on to August when the traditional primary is held, and they would run again. The speaker says this is needed to ensure that the next person for those jobs gets at least a 51% support from the voters in Wyoming, but it would spell a pretty significant change. You can read more about that bill and several others in this slate of legislation at WyoFile.com and let us know what you think in the comments.